The ability to solve the most puzzling sports problems.
Listen to the game. I'll give them the next bit this point.
Sports Stars, slated for the first year on Sports Radio 104.3 The Fan. Just Brakes.
My brakes are making a terrible noise. Can Just Brakes help me?
For just $99.88, Just Brakes safety experts will install new brake pads and shoes, machine rotors and drums, pack bearings, and inspect your brake system for any other problem.
$99.88 for all 4 meals, including installation.
Just Brakes includes a lifetime warranty of pads and shoes.
Okay, I'll bring you next week.
Just Brakes motivates you to bring your car today. Basic brakes are solely replacing parts that are designed with your driving with brake problem is a safety net that will lead to costly repairs.
Can I help you, sir? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave that PL up and take that on out.
Lifetime pass and shoes.
Yeah, dude, here's his contract. You didn't fucking give this guy.
Just Brakes safety expert. Why do you do it, Just Brakes?
Whose contract? That guy, you didn't give her or him. Like the truck.
Unless there wasn't ever in there, but
We'll see what he says.
we'll see what's I'll call him.
Alright, what was your last name there, kid?
Patterson, Patterson.
Or maybe I did take the face out, huh? No, well, it's been, I know I took one out of one, was it for a church?
Probably not, no. These guys don't look like church people.
Patterson,
How
Patterson.
do church people look, Sean? Come on.
They got crosses.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Not like these guys, dude.
No, these guys were tatted up, right?
You don't look like a church guy.
Maryland?
Yes.
You look like America's Most Wanted, Sean.
I said that Marshawn Lynch's stiff arm was the greatest in the history of football. And then one of you sent me a YouTube clip of Greg Jones, who was with Florida State at the time, getting off a violent and brutal stiff arm against North Carolina. I stand corrected. That one's better. Even better. Marshawn Lynch did his at the pro level in a playoff game, so he's got that working for him. But Jones gets off the most violent stiff arm I've ever seen. I mean, like, if he had a guy in front of him who made a block like that, it would be an incredible block. He did it with a stiff arm. He took out like 3 guys and knocked off the guy's helmet with a stiff arm. He's a member of the Jags now. Pretty impressive.
That one jacked or something?
Hey, Romy, big difference between get me a job guy and wants to work guy. Stop right there before I read this. Didn't get hooked up badly by Stu. He was anyone who really... Well, actually, Stu didn't send it, did he? I don't think that was Stu. Or even a Stu clone. The two are sometimes mutually exclusive, Rome. Can't believe this archetype.
Jeez, man, they give you any heat in here?
Oh, I turned it off. I was sweating this morning, man.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you guys are moving around doing all kinds of shit.
There's a criteria that determines whether or not he will accept the job that you foolishly go out on a limb for and recommend him. The criteria are usually a minimum rate of pay that he will not accept, a type of work that's not too challenging mentally or physically, and hours that work around his Call of Duty schedule. Wants to work guy is a guy with a college degree that will be a janitor at the school district so he can pay his bills rather than go on some kind of government aid. Or the jungle getting me through 3 hours of desk jockeying every day. Signed, a non-meth user in the 951.
Crazy
Is there
guys.
a meth issue in the 951? I don't even know what the 951 is.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is either.
Well, that's the 909's new area code, right? But that's good. That's nice to know that the 909 is now big enough they had to break that area code up. Awesome. 951, 909 Junior. Should have known if there's a meth reference. It was coming from somebody who lived in and around the 909. Or the 951, of course. Where else? The Saints are the latest defending Super Bowl champion to get bounced. Hey, Rome, I love Get Me a Job guy. In fact, he's a good friend of mine. Yours? Cash is a little tight right now, so if you can get this round, I'll get you the next time, guy. Right now, you're just wasting time. Do you want to talk about anything you saw over the weekend? Do you want to talk about tonight's game? Do you want to talk about anything that Dwight Hine said? Dwight Hine said our chemistry is much better.
How much was it?
because of the trade.
$100.
He didn't mention any names. Vince Carter comes to mind. Vince Carter comes to mind. He didn't mention him by name though. He just said our chemistry is much better now. Our attitude is better now. Yeah, Boise State fan, noticed when I brought that up with Pat Forty, he did nothing to dissuade at least the possibility that Chris Peterson might entertain something like that. If he doesn't take that job, good news is he's probably never going to leave. That one just makes sense. California guy, and it's not a factory job. This guy's not going to go to the SEC. He's not going to go
They
to
could
Big
spot
Ten
for a
out
bigger
there.
screen for
It's
you,
not a
maybe, dude. Those are
factory
tiny,
job.
huh?
I think Chris Peterson is
I
a
don't know,
for
I'm
you.
just trying to
He
find-
thinks he can win where he is. He's got a quality of life. He's set it up nicely. He gets the kinds of athletes that he needs. I don't think that guy's going to leave for very much. But Stanford's different. Stanford's got that quality of life element to it without being a factory.
I'm gonna need your name, number, man. This computer's not letting me go back. I'll have to call him. But it was $100. It sounds
Yep.
like they probably sent it. The address on your
No, we didn't receive it.
on the same address, though, right? That
Yes.
we put on the thing. Okay, yeah, because that's what they probably did. Let me find, double check. I need your name because I find your contract.
Sure.
It just keeps
Sure.
saying.
Why don't you give me your name too while we're doing this, man? Oh, you got a card right there. Cool. That way I can give you a ring if something happens.
That sounds good.
You got it.
Yeah, it was November 26th. I can pull up the
Yep,
date, but I
that's
can't
correct,
pull up
yep.
the contract.
When can I expect a call back from you?
Probably by tomorrow morning.
Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
'cause I don't know. I gotta go.
Don't worry, I know how that shit is, man. Just let me know. Thank you.
Definitely. All right, bud.
See you guys.